Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Take on Tottenham. My name is Ben, and this is Take on Tottenham. And full-time result: Wolves 0, Tottenham 1. Somehow, very much a game that Spurs are on the back foot. But we are here for the match reaction, so let's just crack on with it. So, first half, it wasn't a game of two halves or anything like that. Get straight out the gate. Wolves dominated this game and absolutely thoroughly deserved at least something from it. They were definitely the better team. They dominated Spurs for long periods of the game. Spurs really limited to the odd counter-attack and things like that. Improved in the second half a little bit, but Wolves absolutely very impressed with them today. I thought they were excellent, and had I not been a Spurs fan, obviously I would have liked to have seen them get something from the game, but yeah, really impressed with them. First half penalty, the deciding goal, really. Dele, I'm going to say I did think it was a penalty, but I do think Dele bought it as well. I thought it was quite sort of cute from him. I thought he sort of did know what he was doing, but also there was enough contact to make it a penalty. I wouldn't say it was a blatant dive. I just think that he's initiated that motion where it's going to be inevitable that the Wolves goalkeeper would make the contact, and then obviously from there on it is a penalty. And yeah, it was. I was quite surprised that Dele took the penalty. I really thought Sonny might. But he took it away quite neatly, and like I said, in the end, that was the deciding goal. Like I said, I can see absolutely why people think that was a harsh decision against them, but obviously the contact was there as well. That's not an opinion or anything. You can see on the replays, the contact was definitely there. But like I said, I think Dele definitely knew what he was doing, but I wouldn't say it was a dive or anything either. I just think it was one of those where he's bought the foul. And really, from then on, it was just Wolves attacking Spurs. Spurs really struggled to get into the game, struggled a lot down the right side. The right side of which we praised so much last week with Tanganga, who really, really just owned Jack Grealish and Raheem Sterling. He struggled a lot today, and I'm not having a go at him. Adama Traore is, as a certain Rob Holding of Arsenal once said, he's built like a bloody brick shithouse. And, we have to acknowledge that he's always going to be difficult to defend against. And I think Tanganga found that out today, very much struggled. Even Sanchez, I think, struggled. Both of them on that side were struggling with Traore. And I just find myself... I like Traore. I think I fully understand what people say about him. He's got no end product. He can't really cross too well. But I know, looking at him today, if he just had those things, I just think that he'd be one of the best wingers in the league. He absolutely tormented Spurs today. A Spurs defence that really made it look quite comfortable against Man City last week. He absolutely tormented them today. And like I said, if he had that finishing product, we'll get into that later in the second half as well. But if he'd had that finishing product, if he just had that really decent end ball, it could have been a very different story for Wolves today. But fortunately for Spurs, it was just that little end product that he just struggled with a bit, and obviously it worked out in the end. A lot of the first half was just absorbing the pressure. I thought Sonny, Lucas, Bergwijn were all in particularly very quiet. Obviously, absolutely no change in the lineup from last week either. Harry Kane was on the bench. That was the big story. You can look into that however you want. Whatever. But yeah, same lineup. And sort of last week, Sonny struggled a little bit in the striker's role and in Harry Kane's role, but found himself in the space. It was just Sonny's in particular choices when he got into certain positions that kind of stifled us in the first half against Man City. But this game so far, at that point, he was just completely anonymous in it. Same with Lucas and Bergwijn. Bergwijn, out of the three of them, I think was probably the best today, but very, very quiet still. Second half, like I said, there was a slight improvement. brilliant one-on-one save from Hugo Lloris. We'll get into Hugo a little bit later in the video because I've got a little special bit for him. But a brilliant one-on-one save. Again, Adama Traore racing through one-on-one. I had like a whole goal and he just went and just in the just enough distance for Hugo to get his leg down and managed to stop it, which is obviously really fortunate for us. Wolves would be kicking themselves because I think that was the big chance. That was the big chance for Wolves to get back in that game, and luckily Hugo was there for us. Sonny and Bergwijn got a bit better in the second half. They had a really close couple of chances, a wonderful double save from the Wolves keeper, and I think it was Sonny first, and then Bergwijn first, producing a really fine shot. Again, just needing that goal. Sonny then getting on the rebound from that, and it actually took a deflection of which the keeper still managed to save it with his chest, which was a brilliant double save from him. And then Bergwijn and Kane went close again. I said Bergwijn got a lot better towards the end of the game. Kane came on, and I generally thought he looked really good when he came on. Not peak physical Kane, not peak anything Kane, but he was knocking the ball around well. He had a couple of chances as well himself. And again, like I said, far from the peak that he hit last season, but it was a positive performance, and that's all we want. You know, he was welcomed semi-warmly. Like, it wasn't... mostly positive is what I'll say. Mostly positive. I didn't hear that many boos myself, but, you know, you never know. But I thought Kane was looking quite good when he came on. Had a bit of a collector's item from Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Had a little nutmeg in the box, nutmegged the player, and then shot with the outside of his boot. Just completely caught me out. Like, completely. I never expect Højbjerg to produce such technique and finesse, but there you go. That was kind of it, really. Spurs did improve sort of as the game got a bit later on. I think Wolves was starting to tire, and I think what helped Spurs as well, I don't know 100% if this is true, but I think Traore moved over. I think he either dropped into a deeper position or he switched over to the Wolves' right side, so it'll be our left side with Reguilon. And I think that actually helped Spurs in a way. I think took a bit of pressure off Tanganga, who was also on a card. But honourable shout out to, and again, I can't believe I'm saying this, Davinson Sanchez and Eric Dyer. I thought they were brilliant today. I thought they dealt with absolutely everything that got thrown at them. A couple of iffy moments, I'm not going to lie. There was a couple of moments, a couple of Sanchez clearances that went up and wherever. Same with Dyer, but I thought they handled themselves well. I'm not saying that's the centre-back pairing that I want for the season at all, not at all. But I think considering how they handled themselves last week against City, this week against Wolves, and I've got to say, I thought Wolves were a lot better than Man City this week as well. They peppered the Spurs goal, creating chances. And that's what I mean. Sanchez and Dyer were dealing with everything and really well, and props to them for that, because I gave them a lot of flack last season, and I have to give them absolute props for that. I thought they were fantastic today. And same with Skippy and Højbjerg. I thought they were brilliant as well. Oliver Skipp, I thought, got a bit of an unfair yellow. I thought he got a yellow card for a challenge that I thought he sort of won the ball quite clearly, but got a yellow card for it. But him and Højbjerg I thought were fantastic. They really disrupting play, doing their jobs really as those defensive mid positions. Four players in particular that stood out for me were Sanchez, Dyer, Skipp and Højbjerg. And I have to give I can't talk. A massive shout out to Hugo Lloris. Obviously made a huge save in the game to keep us 1-0 against Traore, and club record today. He has reached 300 Premier League appearances for the club, and it was a club record, which is incredible. So many years of service with Lloris. He's been part of 172 wins, 105 clean sheets, 5 penalty saves, which sounds not that many, but there's very important saves there. 25,000 minutes 813 saves, and not including today. And I just think you see all those stats, you see his service, and his service to the club, and you see the save that he made today. And he made a couple of important saves today. You know, not only just that Traore one, but just such an important player for us. I think he goes unnoticed under the radar quite a lot, and I just think reading those stats off, I wanted to write them down so I could read them off so everyone can just recognise what an important player that Hugo's been for us during his time here. And who knows if next season he'll be leaving, or the season after that, whether he'll sign a new contract or not. You know, his contract's running out. But whatever happens, he's been such an important player for our football club, and I'm incredibly proud to have him at this football club. And he's just a brilliant goalkeeper and a brilliant captain. And I think those stats speak for themselves. So that is it. Like I said, Spurs getting the 3 points today against the run of play. Got to be said again. Like I said, Wolves, the better team, thoroughly deserve something out of the game, and if they play like that every week, then they're going to have a really good season as well. Like I said, Adama Traore was probably their best player today. Just needed that finishing product. Spurs would have been in trouble, I think, but luckily we managed to scrape through, get the 3 points. It's a hard-earned 3 points, absolutely, and like I said, brilliantly defended as well. Like I said, Dyer, Sanchez, Højbjerg, Skip really putting in a shift today, and like I said, Hugo as well. So that is it for today. Again, go and check out my last video that I did. It's a special Q&A announcement. Hit 100 subscribers. I've actually really been jumping up. I'm 130 odd now. So who knows? There might be another 150, 200 giveaway coming up soon. But yeah, go and check out that video, because like I said, leave your questions and don't leave your answers. Leave your questions on that video, and I will answer them in a special Q&A video to mark 100 subscribers. And also go and check out my match reaction for the Man City game last week as well. If you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. We are marching on now, and hit the like button. Leave me a comment. What do you think of that display? Hard-earned win, not thoroughly earned, but win's a win, and I'll take it. So I will see you guys in the next video, and as always, come on, you Spurs.